First things first, I'm Aaron Harvey, the owner of this channel, aka the artist mharveysk.
I am Aaron Harvey, also known as AVH. You can check my SoundCloud out. I'm sure he'll post it.
I'll post it in the description down below, and he's the one that makes every single beat that's been on this channel. I believe it's only been like one that he hasn't made, if that. But yeah, this is going to be a new little video series that we're going to be working on, and this is going to be called Couch Talk. Just a name we threw together. We might change it later on, but in this segment we'll be talking about shoes, of course, because that's what the channel will be about, but we're also going to be throwing in some sports, and we'll be talking about just general news that's happening in the world. We'll be talking about new releases of shoes always, and our latest pickups. And in this episode we're going to be focusing on our trip to the
OVO
grand opening of the Flagship store, first one in the USA, and talk about our pickups and whatnot, and let's get into it. So, to start this story off, we gotta rewind a couple days. We gotta rewind to Wednesday. The Clippers played the Indiana Pacers, and me and Aaron were blessed with some tickets by one of my clients and good friends. He hooked us up. Our tickets were freaking amazing. It was a really good game.
Paul George went off. The Clippers lost. And at the game, because our seats were so dang good, we were in high five range. We was high fiving everybody. The people that would high five, like Blake, I got Blake high fived. Some other people high fived, but they lost, so not everybody was giving a high five. Coaches.
Chris Paul didn't play, but he was hooking up high fives. That was cool.
And then this dude, when Austin Rivers ran by, he was like, "You're my hero."
Well, they gotta rewind. There's a back check. Austin Rivers, back when you were in high school and I just graduated, like a little bit after I was out of high school, Austin Rivers played in the Boost Mobile Elite 24 game, and me and him went to that game and watched him play, and he did work.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And you got, remember when those power balances were really popular? He got one from Rakeem Christmas. He's in the NBA now, but yeah. But he hooked Aaron up with one, so that was pretty cool.
After the game, we was walking to the...
We were walking to outside the Staples Center. If you've never been there, it's the Nike Vault. Nike Vault is it's related to Nike, obviously, but they usually only release like specific stuff to LA, like specific Kobe's and whatnot like that. Or they, like a couple months ago, like I think last summer actually, they had Chris Paul's like exclusive play editions. They weren't for sale, but they were like museum style there. So that was pretty cool. I noticed out the corner of my eyes the security guard, and he's familiar to me, and I remember he's the same security guard that worked the OVO 10 release back 2-3 months ago. So I see him naturally, me being me, trying to network everything. I go up, say what's up to him, and he hints at something that's happening this weekend, Saturday. He said, "Are you ready for the OVO drop this Saturday?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? There's no OVOs coming out this Saturday, just the Maroon 6s, no OVOs." So I'm like, kind of hesitant. Like, I didn't know what to believe, but me thinking like, he's a security guard, like he got hired prior, so he already knows. But then as soon as like it clicks in my mind finally, I'm like, wait, where's it at? The same place as last time? He starts backtracking and he's like, "Oh, I said too much already. So in my mind, it's even more confirming that it's probably like undefeated LA. He's the security for undefeated LA, who had the last OVO release. Happened. So me and him go home hype. We're headed to the car.
On the way to the car, our brothers, as he always does, looks from the shoes up and sees somebody wearing some OVOs, and he's like, "Oh, I could get one of my cars, you know." So he's about to walk up to him, and he look up at his face, and this is freaking Drake's dad. It was like,
yeah, we ran into Drake's dad. I was ready to hand him the card. I was ready. I pulled it out of the pocket, ready to give it to him, and I got baffled. I was like, "Wait a minute. You don't need no card from me. You already got the plug.
You use the plug.
Like, your plug is better than whatever I can do for you." Backtrack to Aaron, and I was like, "Aaron, I think that's Drake's dad."
Yeah, that was. And he played the music video he was in.
Worst behavior. Yeah.
He played that trying to get some.
Yeah, we were trying to get some attention from him as we drove past him, because he parked in a different parking lot than us, which is weird. I think we had better seats than him, and we were in a better parking lot than him. So we tried to have him like see us while we drove past them playing worst behavior.
No attention.
No attention, no attention. We went home thinking like maybe the security guard was wrong. Maybe he doesn't know what's really coming out. Maybe he's misinformed and he's just working the Maroon 6s, because you guys probably all know the Maroon 6s are sitting now, or they sat, but going into last Saturday, like Maroon 6 was supposed to be super hyped and everybody was copying. So it didn't surprise me that maybe there'd be security for that. But we don't hear nothing. I'm typing in OVO quick strike, OVO release, nothing. That Aaron sees on Twitter.
Drake posted a video of him and some girl.
Yeah, some model chick.
Yeah, some girl in driving around LA, and then he finally gives us the address.
Yeah, at the end it's just an address, and it's like, what? There's like a 2-minute long video of just Hotline Bling instrumental. So it was really weird, and then at the end there's the address.
Yo.
And then the address, I noticed it instantly. I was like, that's like 12 numbers away from the Undefeated LA address. Like Undefeated LA is 118 or 118, and then this address is like 130 La Brea. That confirms that something's happening.
Yeah, something's coming out.
We decided we were gonna go Friday, and then Saturday we decided we were gonna go at 12. But first we were gonna hit up Etai. Etai's the connect that I have. He does custom shoes like me. Me and him collab. Those Louis Vuitton Air Forces. That I don't know if I posted a video yet, but me and him made those for Round 2, a dope shoe store out in LA. Shout out Round 2, Hollywood. We made those. If the video's not posted, I'll post a video. But they came with a custom wood box, all gold metal accents. The Air Forces had authentic Louis sewn on to the swooshes, heel, and we went all out for this. And we only made 10 pairs, one of each size, and they sold out 750 each shoe, but completely sold out instantly. So that was pretty cool to be a part of that. But anyways, Etai, because of his networking abilities, his is crazy, but he knows everybody. So I hit him up asking him what he knows, and he hits up a bunch of people and he says, I'm not hearing nothing. So we go, and then we decide we're gonna go drive down there anyway, just check it out.
So we get like bare minimum of things to take. We take 2 chairs. One chair was like my sister's chair.
He had like
so
a
it was
baby
really
chair.
small.
And my chair ended up being broken, so it was like, bad idea.
And then we took one like huge blanket that we ended up sharing.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
But we was thinking like nothing was gonna happen, so we was just gonna drive by and see like maybe if someone has some information to tell us, like, oh, let's move to this spot or whatever.
We figured worst case scenario we could always drive to Round 2 and go check them out. But on our drive, we got lucky because we hit a bonus point on the Waze app. Shout out Waze.
Waze. We like debate, like we were just talking in the car, like if this line's huge, we're probably not gonna stay. Like we was thinking, like if there's more than 100 people, there's no chance of us getting anything. So we was, because we was already like hours late.
Yeah, we wanted to leave at like 1, like hit up Etai's at like 1, hang out with Etai for a couple hours, then shoot over to the line at like 3. We didn't shoot over to the line till like 5 because we got stuck playing Call of Duty. Yeah, and shout out to future selves, because we're definitely gonna hop on a gaming channel very soon. We're just making sure everything's on point, fixing up the face cam and all that.
Well, I'm driving, so I pull up to the location and we end up finding that there's only like 15 people. So we're like hyped at this.
Oh, we're hyped that it's not like 300. We thought we were late. We were screwed.
So yeah, it's only like 15 people, so we're about to hop in line. So I quickly do a U-turn, pull up next to the store, and hop out, and then he goes parks the car.
Yeah.
I set my chairs up, and then I started just socializing with people, asking them how long they'd been there.
We ran into a couple cool people while we were there. The people in front of us hooked us up with the OVO wallpaper. This is not how it looked. Like, this is us fixing it. Like, we super fixed it. Like, it's a lot less wrinkled.
Yeah, it was super
And
wrinkled.
we'll show you. We turned it into something special for the people that bought the shoe, are going to buy the shoes for us. The shoes we have for sale.
Yeah.
And
they had a lot of it. The dudes in front of us, they had like a full backpack's worth.
yeah, folded up backpack like.
And then we was joking around saying like that.
He had an OVO parachute in his bag.
Because he has so much.
It's hard
because we call it wallpaper, but that's only because we don't have a better word. It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys ever seen those giant sports ones with like LeBron James dunking or something.
Yeah.
Put on a wall. I think they're called fatheads.
Yeah, there's that.
Fathead.
These are really exclusive. These are like, there's not a lot of people that you're gonna get stuff like this, because this is right when the store was opening. Like,
yeah,
they only gave it to like certain people that waited overnight.
Only the people that were there overnight before they destroyed the rest of it. Like, they offered it to us before they destroyed it, and the only reason it was there is because it was to cover the outside of the window so you couldn't see in while they were doing construction. It was really weird. Like, it's the night before. Like, it's literally like 12 hours, and they weren't even like halfway done with it.
They didn't even start.
Yeah, like they started the construction of the inside of the store. Like, they had a dope light on the outside, and they had a dope OVO sign. Like, we'll put the picture up right now so you can see what we're talking about. And as you can see right here too, you can see the wallpaper that we're talking about. There's just small pieces. Like, when we had it, it was a giant. Yeah. We had to cut it up and make it look nice and whatnot. And you'll see we got it in here so you can see the final product of what we did. And another thing to kind of elaborate on how exclusive it is, one, nobody has it like ours. Everybody else is crumpled up, folded up, looking ugly. Because it's super.
They even folded the tape. The tape.
A lot of people have folded the tape size.
So now there's like 2 owls on each side, and people are trying to cut it out, and there's like half an owl on the other side.
Yeah, not everybody's me, put it that way. But
and it took a while to do this.
Oh, a long time. But another thing is, the OVO store in Toronto had the same wallpaper on their windows, but they just destroyed it. From what I heard, they just destroyed it. They didn't give it to anybody. Some of the people that we met while we were in line, because that's the thing, when you go to these things, you're going to talk to people. If you don't talk to people, it makes it awkward. It makes it awkward. You're there for like 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever you're there for.
Overnight.
You're not going to talk to people. Like, no, that don't work.
Yeah. There's a guy behind us, like, we was trying to, for the longest time, figure out who he looked like. We knew like it was somebody in like a sports. Like, it was somebody.
I knew sports. He looked like somebody famous. I just didn't know who.
So we asked him. He's like, "Hey, you kind of look like somebody," and he was like, "Yeah, is it Cristiano Ronaldo?"
And instantly, light bulb.
That exactly. This dude has, like, this dude looked exactly like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I don't know how tall Cristiano Ronaldo is because I'm not that big a football or soccer fan, but I imagine he's like 6 foot. This guy was the 5'8" version of Cristiano Ronaldo. Twins. And he said he cuts his hair the same and everything, so.
Yeah.
He's a real cool dude though. His name's Brandon. He actually played professional football, soccer.
2009?
Yeah, he's in FIFA 2009, so that's pretty dope. I'm gonna have to bust out the thing because it's backward compatible on Xbox One.
Xbox One?
Be on it.
Yep.
We'll probably put that up on the channel for you, Brandon.
Oh gosh.
Brandon, my player. Turn him into a legend. And another cool person we met, besides the super cool dudes that were in front of us that hooked us up with wallpaper.
We met Alex.
Oh, Alex.
I'm gonna let you do this one.
Alex was a character. There's always, you know, some people have heat and you know that they have heat. Alex, you would never think he has heat. But we're all in line for the OVO flagship store. We don't know what we're in line for. We're assuming they're gonna have some OVO Jordans drop, but we don't know what.
We're assuming that Drake's gonna be there, but we don't know.
Yeah. We're hoping that it's an OVO that hasn't dropped yet. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. It was just the white ones that I had a couple months ago. The video's already up on the page. But we were praying that it was the black ones or the 12s or the 8s. Alex is the dude, like there's this dude everywhere that says, oh, I already got those. And most of the time they just say that.
That's true.
Alex, you don't believe him, and then he shows you.
Yeah.
Like he busts out on his phone and shows you. And it's crazy, like he's looking for the picture of the OVO 12s, but while he's going is a picture of him and Brandon Jennings, him and Derek Williams, him and Dirk. Like, it's like, how you know all these famous people? And then in between it's like undefeated 4s, LeBron champ pack. It's like, what? Like ridiculous. All in his phone. It's like, dang, maybe he is the plug. Put it this way, Alex was never in line. Alex was non-stop, constantly walking up and down, doing the hotline bling dance the whole time, talking about what he's gonna do when he meet Drake, all this stuff. And whenever anybody's like, where are you in line? He said, it don't matter where I'm in line.
They're gonna take
when
me.
they open up the door, they're gonna come find me and bring me in first. People say that, you don't believe them. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, find you why? Who are you?
Yeah.
But trust, when it hit the time to open the doors,
He was there.
they were looking around for Alex and brought him in first.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So Alex, shout you out. You the connect, bro. Me and you are about to do big business soon, so that's what's up.
Question time?
Yeah, let's knock out some questions real quick.
Where? Who? You been where? Where who? For real. Oh really? That's how you feel. And the guys be like, asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Who? Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Who?
In your opinion, what was the most memorable part of the night camping out for this OVO grand opening?
I'm gonna go with it was actually really cold. Like,
I'll give you that.
it was
very
super cold.
Very cold. Like, I legit thought I was going to die.
We went to bed at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cold, but it was on like the edge of being like freezing and being like just cold enough where you can handle it before you go to sleep. But then we had to set our alarms to wake up early, so I had to set it for like 5 or 6 because we had to get some money for the shoes.
Yeah, they told us they lied to us all night long. They told us they were going to recount the line at 5.
Oh yeah, that's
They didn't. They had 3 security guards that day.
that's
One that was there when the door opened. One that was there from like
5 to 10.
no, he was there from like 4 to like 12.
Yeah.
Like 4 to 12. Then someone else showed up from 12 to 7. The 4 to 12 dude saw everybody cutting and didn't do nothing about it.
He said he was going to, but he didn't have like.
He didn't have any power or anything, and there was no like regulations or something.
And plus,
Like when Aaron got in line, when I dropped Aaron off and he set up, we were like top 15. When we finally getting our shoes, we were like,
it was like
we're in the 40s.
and 50s.
And we're used to people cutting like that. It's just, one, it's not a good thing, but when it's something that's supposed to be all exclusive and limited, I don't want to miss out because y'all got cut.
Oh yeah.
If it's a security guard, like the best way to do it, if you're watching this Undefeated or OVO or whatever, best way in my opinion, have it like you go, like, we don't have meat, we don't have butchers like that out here, but you know how you grab a ticket, that's your spot?
Yeah.
If you're not physically there to grab your ticket, that's your spot number 1. And no, you can't grab multiple tickets. You grab one. If you have people coming, they gotta, when they get there, that's their spot.
Yeah.
So here's my ticket. Thank you, security guard. I'll go sit down on number 1.
Yeah,
Whoever's next, come grab it until, if there's no more, if there's only 50 of the thing, then only pass out 50 tickets.
Oh, they even lied to us about that. They said that only 50 people get in the store.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is your most memorable?
My most memorable would probably be, one, the people we met. Like Brandon's the homie, Alex, me and Alex probably gonna go into business, so it's gonna be awesome for that. And it was really dope. Like that was the first time you got to camp out with me. Like you camped out with me for the breads back in 2012, but
a while back, yeah.
But that wasn't as extreme as this. That was in a mall. What was the worst part of camping out?
Then that kind of goes back to, it was really, really cold.
Yeah, I don't think you guys understand. Like I said it the next morning, like
we wasn't prepared. Like I wore jeans.
I was wearing these little joggers, not thick.
I was wearing some
crew neck,
thin jeans and a t-shirt. Because we only had that one.
Oh yeah, we had one blanket.
We had one blanket, so we just over our heads. It's cold as hell.
Dying.
Yeah, that was no bueno.
Worst part for me would probably be that Drake didn't show up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was kind of messed up.
Like it was his first store to open in the United States, and he didn't show up. And I understand why he didn't go, because he thought his Toronto Raptors were about to beat the Warriors. And I'm a Laker fan, by the way, but the Warriors my team this year, because the Lakers they're not supposed to be in the NBA.
I don't know why he thought they were gonna beat him.
Yeah, I don't know. Drake, and that's another thing I don't get. Like Drake could have did both. Like when you're that rich, like he could have came to the opening. He could have opened at like 10, like 100%. One, because it was so cold. In the morning, I woke up not liking Drake. And 2, I don't know if I would have camped out in that cold for the white OVO tents, because I got the OVO tents a couple months back. I camped out for the experience for you and his homie. Aaron had 3 people hang out with him that night. One of them actually got another. He got a pair of shoes, and he got another one of his crew necks. We'll get into that later. Yeah, it was too much for, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm extremely grateful for the trip and to be able to get these. Like, I know a lot of people in the world weren't able to even acquire 1 pair, and I'm working on
getting it to them.
Like, I'm working on 6 now, so I've been really lucky. It's just, he could have been there. Like, I really expect him to be behind the counter. Like, if anything, he don't got time to sign, but he could get me out. Like, even if it was just for the first 50 people, like, it would have been dope.
I would be mad if he didn't sign me. He was there.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so what was your best part about the whole thing?
Best part, I love just talking to people, making new friends and stuff. That was cool. We got to meet a lot of people as connections wise, and
oh yeah, that was definitely the best part. Yeah. It was a great experience as a whole.
Like, yeah, even though we had a lot of, like, not so good things, like, you can even tell them about the people in front of us.
Oh yeah, man. So, like we said, we started out top 15 when we got in line, and by the time we got our shoes, we were 43. So you, just off that, you could tell how many people cut, or, oh, my homie's coming, and seemed like everybody in the top 10 had 5 homies.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Well, out of nowhere, okay, that one's cut off.
I'm gonna take it.
You should just stop it. Just stop it. Whatever time it is, we'll just add to the next one.
Yeah, cause I didn't even time it. That was no good. No.